Let's do it. This is the Height Differential. That's the 6'6" Neil. I'm the 4'10" Nick. We are here. I guess it's kind of a Super Bowl edition, as we'll go in, break down the Super Bowl. We'll go into what we think are some of the best Super Bowls in history, talk some commercials, talk our first memories of the Super Bowl. We'll go all in on the Super Bowl, and then we'll talk some college hoops, and then we'll get into some Groundhog's Day. We got some takes on Groundhog's Day.
So we're just gonna skip over the Pro Bowl being on a Tuesday.
I mean, half the Bengals offense is now in it. You got both Bengals quarterbacks, both Bengals star wide receivers. That's why we're doing the show on Monday night, so we can watch the Pro Bowl, right?
I mean, we got to be front and center for what they tug of war, flag football, or whatever other games they play.
Well, I'm with y'all on Saturday night, and I'm telling y'all the game's on Tuesday. It's not even on Sunday. Y'all don't even believe me.
I didn't believe it.
I think I'm making stuff up.
You sounded drunk.
Well, maybe a little bit, but I was accurate in the fact that the game is on Tuesday. The Pro Bowl, it's a
sham.
It's been a sham for a long time, but
it has.
Joe Flacco and Joe Burrow get to sit behind Shador, and I guess when he's done playing, they'll see the field.
Don't they have like quarterback competitions, like accuracy competitions and stuff? Don't they do?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Like, you know how they got the rotating targets in the background? Like, they'll do that with quarterbacks.
Joe Burrow better not lose to Shador Sanders in that.
They'll do like the quick hand stuff.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's a farce. When Shador's playing, it's an absolute farce.
When Joe Flacco's playing, it's a farce. But congratulations on Joe Flacco for making his first Pro Bowl.
Which is wild, right?
It's kind of wild, yeah.
Which is wild. But I guess before we jump in, quick reminder, if you're watching live or catching this later, make sure you subscribe to the Height Differential wherever you listen to podcasts. Rate it, leave a review. It helps people find it. And you can also follow us on social to find clips, quick takes, and updates. We appreciate everybody who watches and listens. And for the first time, this is season 1, episode 30, and we are live on YouTube. How's that make you feel?
Technology's awesome.
We are live. So see if that helps us move our subscriber account up a little bit.
Why does it feel like we've done more than 30? It just feels that way. I know we haven't, but it just feels that way.
Well, we've been doing it since August.
Yeah.
We were doing 2 a week there for a little bit. Now we're kind of on 1 a week. It does seem like we've done a lot, but look, you look it up. Most podcasts last 3 to 5 episodes. We've gone 30. You're way beyond that, and there's no quitting now. We got too much. We got too much to ride on this thing.
I guess so.
But so I guess we'll start off the show this Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday, and the matchup that we were all expecting at the beginning of the season, the Seahawks and the Patriots. Everybody's on, I think reasonably so. Everybody thinks that the Seahawks are likely to win. If the Patriots were to win this game, what do you think has to happen?
For the Patriots to win, I mean, it's gonna be because of their defense. I mean, can they? We talked about Sam Darnold kind of, choking a little bit in some big games, and he proved us wrong in the NFC Championship. But if the defense of the Patriots and how good they've been all season, they can force some turnovers and have Sam Darnold throw some interceptions like he's been prone to do in the past, kind of make him revert back to the old Sam Darnold, then I think they have a great chance to win. But it's going to be the defense for the Patriots, I think, that gets it done for them if they do win.
I think 100% Sam Darnold has to have a couple mistakes, make a couple turnovers for the Patriots to have a chance. And, they got to get pressure, because when he has a clean pocket, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. When he's pressured, he is not. And the numbers are there to show it. He's third in EPA per pass play when he has a clean pocket. When he doesn't have a clean pocket, that drops all the way down to 28th. Which is around Tua and Mac Jones. It's the biggest discrepancy in the NFL. And the Patriots have produced pressure this year, but the Seahawks are pretty good at not allowing it. Uh, but like I said, if the Patriots can get pressure on Darnold, force him into making some mistakes, I think that really is where the Patriots are going to have a chance. And they the Patriots have to move the ball better than they have in the playoffs. They
Yeah.
have their offense has been pretty much nothing um, throughout the playoffs, and a lot of that is because of Drake May. He in the regular season he was 1-2 in the MVP rate, was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and was worthy to be in that discussion. Um, but his play in their first 3 postseason games has have been about as bad as anybody over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And so he's going to have to figure it out. He's going to have to make some plays. I think Drake May is going to have to make some plays with his feet too,
Yeah.
because the Seahawks aren't going to allow. It's going to be hard for the Patriots, I think, to run between tackles just because they're that good defensively against the
Yeah.
run game. That's kind
Yeah.
of what their MO is. So even if Drake May is pressured, he's going to have to find ways to make some plays with his legs, which I think that's an underrated aspect of his game.
I agree. No, I agree. And you're talking about Drake May just not being great, and just going back to that Houston game when that combined the two teams had a bazillion turnovers, but he had his share in that game, and I don't know if you discount his play because of the snow in Denver, and the second half in Denver, and how difficult that situation was, but yeah, he's got to be better, and if he's not better against that Seattle defense, it's going to be a long day, but. Um, Seattle's been the best team all year, to me in the NFL. That's why they're favored, and I think that that's probably why they probably will come out on top. But as I mentioned, it's going to be the Patriots defense. If the Patriots defense can turn Sam Darnold back into old Sam Darnold, then they have a chance, but a slim chance.
Well, and another thing too, like everybody talks about the Seahawks defense,
Yeah,
but we've seen a blueprint from the Rams to kind of show you that you can move the ball against them. It is not impossible.
but the Patriots don't have the weapons that the Rams have. They don't have the Puka Nakuas on it, or the veteran Matt Stafford leading the charge on the other side. They've got a second year quarterback, and Stephon Diggs, I guess, is their best receiver. But I think the Rams offense is just more high powered, more weapons, and you've got Sean McVay calling the plays on that side.
I don't disagree with that. And you're like the Rams they moved the ball methodically at times, but they also had some explosive plays.
Yeah.
I don't think the Patriots have a chance to methodically move the ball down the field against the Seahawks. They're not going to be able to go on 7, 8, 9, 10-minute drives
Right.
and have 15 plays. They're going to have to rely on explosives. They've had a lot of success with explosives throughout the regular season. They ranked first in explosive pass play rate. Uh, and they were great with run explosives as well throughout the regular season. So they're going to have to get some big gains to really. I mean, that's going to be the only way that I think they score offensively. If they're able to bust off like a 40, 50-yard gain, get to scoring range, and punch it in for a touchdown, because I just don't see them moving it methodically like the Rams did.
No, I would agree with that. Yeah.
But a stat that I looked up before this game that I was unaware of. We knew that the Patriots opened the season with a 20-13 loss to the Raiders,
Yes.
and the Seahawks also lost on opening week.
Yeah.
They lost 17-13 to the Seahawks, both at home.
No, the
This is
Seahawks
the first.
lost. Then the
Huh?
Seahawks lost. Didn't the Seahawks lose to the Niners? Was it the
Yeah.
Niners?
What did I say?
You said the Seahawks lost the Seahawks.
Well, you can't lose to
Yeah,
yourself.
I was
Uh,
concerned. I was concerned there.
yeah, they lost to the
It was on an
Niners.
inter-squad scrimmage.
They lost to the Niners. Well, I get they might have done that too, but they lost to the Niners in week 1. This is the first time ever in Super Bowl history that the two teams both lost in the opening week of the season.
In Super Bowl history. Wow. That's
Yep.
interesting. That is interesting.
The Patriots 17-3. All 3 of their losses are less than 7 points. But the Patriots did benefit from the easiest strength of schedule since the 1999 Rams,
Mm.
and the Seahawks 16-3, and their 3 losses are by a combined 9 points. lost by 4, like we said in opening week.
Yeah.
The rest of the way, they are 16-2, and those 2 losses were by a combined 5 points.
Yeah, and they probably played in the best division in football. You know, you're going up against the Rams twice and then the third time in the playoffs, and then you're going up against the Niners, you know, multiple times every season. So they're tested. I mean, they've played the good teams. They've come out on top, and like you said, they're 16-3 or whatever they were. Um, so I mean, they're tested. They've played the good competition, and they've beat them.
And we talked about they need to get pressure on Darnold,
Yeah,
and that's a big part of the Patriots' game plan to have a chance. Conversely, the Patriots have really struggled with protecting Drake May in the postseason, and that could play a big role. Drake May has been sacked 10 times, which is the second most of any quarterback in postseason history this century. I guess postseason this century. Do you
yeah.
know who the do you know who the all-time leader in sacks in a single postseason is?
I mean, it does it. It's got to be the Super Bowl Cincinnati Bengals team, is it not?
Joe Burrow 19
Yeah.
times in
I feel
2021.
like I feel like 19 times happened in the Titans game alone.
It was 9 in that game.
It felt
But
like more. It felt like more.
but I think it kind of just shows you how difficult it is to win a Super Bowl when you do struggle to protect your quarterback as much as New England is doing so right now. Look how close the Bengals got despite all of that.
Yeah,
But then what was the very last play? With the Chase running free down the sideline.
yeah. Man, it's
And
a fitting way to end that season and into that game.
they're getting they're he's getting sacked on like 16% of his dropbacks right now. Which is a big reason why their offense has struggled as much as it has in these 3 games. It's really remarkable that they're in the Super Bowl with the lack of production that their offense has put together.
I mean, yeah, they're in the just in the postseason, they're averaging what 278 yards and only 18 points a game in their 3 games.
And look, I get it. I get it. Like the game, the AFC Championship game was a little different
Yeah,
because of the elements. But like I told you last week, like yeah, it was a lot of the elements, but there was also 2.5 quarters
yeah. I mean, yeah, they could have done the damage early and they didn't.
where they had opportunity to move the football. Ah,
I mean, they did play. So you talk about the elements and the defenses. The defenses that they faced along the way are probably the top 2 in the league when you think about the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. I mean, those are no easy feats to go up against those 2. So I feel like the quality of defense probably has a little bit something to do with why they've struggled. But you're facing another really quality defense in the Seattle Seahawks, so it's not going to get any easier. So they do need to figure something out. But
no,
I don't know.
it's not like you're not dropping off.
Yeah,
The defense is not dropping off here.
yeah. You're not
Um,
playing the Jets or the Bengals.
but it's the Patriots, and it just seems like they have this magic when they get in the postseason,
That's
and
true.
you've got an opportunity to win a Super Bowl. You just have to play 48 minutes. If they can if they can turn Sam Darnold into what he was last year in the NFC when in the first round when they were 1 seed
Yeah,
and make him turn the ball over, it could flip really quick.
yeah. I mean,
I
Sam,
just if
Sam
but
Darnold, he has a game this season where he's thrown 4 picks in a game. Like it can happen.
look, and I don't think they beat the Rams if he doesn't play as well as he did. Like
No,
we can talk about their defense all the time, and it's a great defense, but they don't beat the Rams if not for Sam Darnold.
no. I think that was probably the best game of his career. 3 touchdowns, no picks, and on that stage against the team where he struggled this year both times. So, no, I think that was probably the best he's played. So, you know, he's got to have a lot of confidence coming into the Super Bowl just based on his last outing. So, you get a confident Sam Darnold, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's a little too confident and starts maybe trying to throw some balls he shouldn't be throwing.
I think he knows better what his role is with that defense. I just it's got to be the fact that he'll make mistakes if they do get pressure on him and he starts to get rattled a little bit. If he's got a clean pocket, he's going to do what he did against the Rams. He's going to pick them apart, and I think this will be. I mean, look, we talked about it. Neither one of these teams have gotten blown out all year.
Yeah.
So how does that bode for this game? Even though I think the Seahawks are a better team than the Patriots, neither one of these teams they've been in
Which
every game they've played.
what was the opening line? Was it 4.5?
4.5, and
I
the
I don't
over under
see
is 45.5.
yeah, I don't see either team winning really by a lot more than that. I mean, I think it's gonna be a one-score game.
But then don't you just think the Seahawks are better though?
I mean, they are better. Yes, they are better. But you can't discount the defense that the Patriots play. The Patriots have a really quality defense. It's I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see it. I mean, I don't like you said, neither team's been has been blown out all year. You keep this you keep counting out the Patriots like, oh, like how they keep doing this and is the magic gonna run out? But it's just what they do. And Mike Vrabel's on that sideline. He's a veteran coach. He's been in some big games. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think it'll be a 4.5. I think is probably about right. I don't think it'll be really any more than that. I could see this being a field goal game. Um, I don't know.
What what you got? What's your score?
Score prediction. We're gonna go 20, 24. I can see it being like a 24-20.
Okay, I was gonna go 24 as the winning score, but I'm going lower on the other end. I think it 24-10.
Ooh, 2 touchdown game. Okay.
Yeah, I would take this. I would maybe go 24-14, but I do think the Seahawks are gonna cover.
And
I just think
that could be a special teams touchdown in there. You don't know. Maybe a
well, yeah, I mean, and stuff like that, just
something
that's
crazy
special
could
team with
happen.
football.
Yeah.
If they can get a play from their special teams, if their defense can get a pick six or a fumble, like, it just that changes everything. But if it's just if both team plays the way that they've been playing, I think the Seahawks win by 10 points.
Okay.
Are you excited for it? Because we talked about last week,
Yeah.
we ranked our worst quarterback matchups of all time. There was Gannon and Brad Johnson at 1, Kerry Collins and Trent Dilfer
Yeah.
as number 2. We said maybe this one is third. Are you getting more excited for this game, or are you still kind of feeling the same about it?
It's kind of feeling the same about it. It's probably one of the least exciting matchups. You just don't have, that star power at quarterback yet. I mean, Drake May could get there at some point. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba's he's a star in this league, so I mean, he'll be interesting to watch. But when this is, to me, it's going to be a defensive game, defense versus defense. We talked about this last week. I'm more on the offensive side of things. I like to see more points.
Yeah.
You like the defensive slugfest, the 1-0, the 1-0 baseball type games.
I said I enjoy both.
So
I enjoy both.
you
I
like
mean,
the
this is
boring
what these are 2 defensive teams.
you like the boring football. I like the exciting football. So this is probably you're more excited probably than I am for this
Uh,
one. But
well,
I don't know.
I've said
We've seen the Seahawks and Patriots in the Super
here
Bowl multiple times in the
here's
last 10
my
years.
thing, Neil. Like, we've done our top 10s all year,
Yeah.
and we've had the Seahawks 1 or 2 the
Yeah.
entire year.
Yeah.
How many times was the Patriots even in our top 10? It took
Wow.
until towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
And to me, that's why I've got them covering. Like, I think they've benefited from a weaker schedule. I the they haven't moved the ball. They've figured out ways to win in the postseason. They've made it to the Super Bowl. I'll give them credit. Like I said, they made a lot of moves in the offseason to improve that defense. I give them credit for that. I wasn't a believer in the Broncos or the Patriots the whole way, and I'm not changing my mind now when it's a team that we've both had 1 or 2 the whole
Yeah.
way.
No. Yeah.
So
Okay. It's fair
I
enough.
got Seahawks to cover and the under
What was the over under?
45.5.
Yeah. I think the under probably plays in that one as well. Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah, and then you can bet on all the Gatorade colors and how long the anthem's gonna start and all that goofy stuff. So, we had talked before we got on, the first Super Bowl that you remember.
Yeah.
You were born, what, 86?
7.
87?
Yes.
What is the first Super Bowl you remember?
Yeah, like, I remember the Dallas Cowboys in the '90s, with Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, and that group when they dominated the Buffalo Bills. That was kind of my first memory of it. I just remember Leon Lett up 52-17, running back a fumble and Don Beebe chasing him down at the 2-yard line and knocking it through the end zone for a touchback. But I mean, I just remember the dominance of the Cowboys in that Bills game, the first Bills game, and then they dominated again a second time.
Yeah.
So I remember the dominance of the Cowboys, and I 100% remember that San Diego game in '95 when the Niners just absolutely pummeled the Chargers. So those right around there, that Dallas team and that San Francisco team, those were my earliest memories of the Super Bowl.
Did you ever watch the documentary on the Cowboys that I told you to watch?
I've watched like half of it. I still need to
Okay,
finish
you
it.
need to watch it
Yeah,
because it's
I
good.
do. I have watched
Uh,
half of it.
but yeah, like early '90s, I was already a Bengals fan, but they were terrible, and Cowboys were fun to watch. I remember cheering on the Cowboys in those Super Bowls
Yeah.
when the Bengals weren't in it. But my first Super Bowl, I was born before you. I was born Christmas Eve of 1980. The Bengals in the 1989 Super Bowl against the 49ers. I remember I was I had just turned 8 years old,
Yeah.
having signs and saying Jerry Rice's rice pudding. Thought I was cool, creative, coming up with that stuff. Watched it at grandma and grandpa's house. My grandpa was a big reason why I was a Bengals fan, and that was his last Super Bowl. He passed away the next year. So, um, but no, that's the first one I remember. I remember exactly where watching it. I remember, like, I don't remember all the details of the game. I do remember Joe Montana driving down to win the game and throwing the touchdown pass to John Taylor, and ripping out this 8-year-old's heart and the rest of Houday Nation.
So is this why you've got the 1988 AFC
Yes,
Champions
we're
T-shirt on?
repping. We're repping, baby. Uh, but yes, no, like, how big of a nerd are you as an 8-year-old writing signs
Rice
for
pudding.
just you and your parents and your grandparents just hanging out in the living room watching the Super Bowl?
Yeah, you're a pretty big nerd.
But you're 8 years old, you got a team that's in the Super Bowl. You're like, "This is awesome. This is how it's gonna be."
And then you never go back until you're 40.
Yeah, and don't win a playoff game, pretty much. They
Yeah.
won one more playoff game after that. They beat the Raiders a couple of years after that, but yeah, Jerry Rice's rice pudding.
Clever.
Will that so I put together a list of the top 10 Super Bowls of all time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give it to you, and I'm gonna get your feedback. Do
Okay.
you think that the Bengals 49ers won't crack that top 10 list?
Absolutely. Our team was on the losing end of it, but that game, both games against the 49ers were close, came down to the end. So I mean, I would think even though it's heartbreak city for you in
We'll see.
watching that as an 8-year-old, but I think you got to put it on there as far as quality of game.
It will make the list.
Yeah,
It will make the list.
absolutely.
The 82 one, I do not have it on here, and maybe that's because I really was 1 years old for that game.
Yeah.
But number 10, I'm going with the Philly special.
Mm.
Nick Foles beats Tom Brady, a backup QB, no punts the entire game. I mean, Tom Brady against Nick Foles, nobody thinks the Eagles have a chance. Just the
Yeah.
fact that they were able to win that game with the backup QB, I think make this list.
Yeah. No, I can see that being in the top 10. Yeah. Okay.
Number 9, I'm going Vinatieri's walk-off against the Rams.
Rams. Okay.
It's the birth of the Brady Belichick dynasty.
Yeah.
Put everything in motion. If he doesn't make that kick, who knows? I mean, then the Rams have won 2 Super Bowls,
Yeah.
and maybe they're on a way to a dynasty. Patriots win 20-7. I've got 20-17. I've got
Yes.
that as number 9.
Okay.
Number 8, I had a hard time putting this one on here. Steelers over the Cardinals, 27-23.
Okay.
James Harrison had the fumble
Yes. Return.
pick 6
Yeah.
at the end of the first
First
half where he
half, right before
rumbled and
halftime.
stumbled the whole way.
And
If
then
he gets caught, they don't score.
wasn't it
Eh
Plaxico Burress that Was it that game? Was it him? When did he get the feet down?
We getting there. We getting there.
I thought that was was that when he was a Steeler or a Giant?
Yes, but it wasn't Plaxico.
Who was it?
The Cardinals trailed 20-7, scored 16 straight, got a safety, took the lead, and then with 2.5 minutes to go, Ben Roethlisberger drove him down the field and hit Santonio Holmes with the toe tap with 35 seconds left to give the Steelers the Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
I've got that ranked at number 8, and it sucked because I did not want to put the Steelers on the list.
Yeah, it's tough, but yeah.
And then watch this. Number 7, Steelers again. And this is an old one. Super Bowl 13. We're not going to remember the game, but it was Terry Bradshaw throwing for 318 yards, 4 tutties. The game featured a combined 26 Hall of Famers.
Wow.
15 for the Steelers, 11 for the Cowboys. And the Steelers won 35-31.
Okay.
Doing my research, there was no way I could leave that one off.
No, yeah, I would agree with that.
Number 6. Joe Montana finds John Taylor.
Yeah, there you go.
He goes in his huddle and he tells the Niners, "Hey, look, John Candy's in the crowd." And then proceeds to go 92 yards. As far as quarterback moments in the Super Bowl, with him hitting him and then he jumps and does this and spins, as much as it breaks my heart, it probably is one of the most iconic moments in Super Bowl history.
Okay.
Number 5, Scott Norwood, wide right. As the Giants beat the Bills 20-19. When you think about Super Bowls, you think about kicks. This is what you think about. And the poor Bills, that was the second of their 4 straight losses in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Rough stretch for the Bills.
Next, the Giants beat the Patriots 17-14. David Tyree's helmet catch, the ultimate David versus Goliath, as the Giants knock off the undefeated.
Yeah, see, I'd have that higher on the list. I think I would put that higher on the list.
Well, that's what you're supposed to argue these. Number 3, Patriots Seahawks.
Yeah.
Malcolm Butler's interception at the goal line. They don't give it to Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
We got that as number 3. Number 2, Kevin Dyson comes up 1 yard short from tying the game or potentially going for 2 as the Rams get their Super Bowl. Kurt Warner throws for 414 yards and 2 tutties. And then number 1, Patriots over the Falcons.
Yeah.
The first Super Bowl overtime. They trail 28-3. Tom Brady's defining legacy game. As once you got to overtime, you knew that the Falcons had no chance.
Yeah, I like your rankings for the most part. I think I would switch out. I mean, I would probably flip-flop the you had the Giants over the Patriots at number 3? Yep. I think I would flip-flop that with the Falcons game.
I had it 4.
At 4. What was your third?
Patriots Seahawks.
Oh, okay. I'd put the Patriots Seahawks one probably at 4. The Falcons game at 3. The Dyson game, I liked that at 2. But I think the Giants 21-17 back in 2012 over that New England Patriots undefeated team. They were looking to become the first team since the Dolphins to go undefeated. I mean, they were a juggernaut that year with Randy Moss and Tom Brady leading the charge, and nobody gave the Giants a chance. And for the Giants to pull it off with the catch that David Tyree had, I mean, unbelievable. I think that to me, I put that at number 1 overall.
I'm surprised by that. And you want to know why?
Why is that?
Mr. Offense over here. Mr. Offense.
Yeah.
I hate defensive battles. I hate it. They're the worst. Give me this juggernaut of a Patriots defense.
Well, if we want to go that route,
give me 14 points. Give me 14 points from the Patriots juggernaut offense, and let me put that at number 1.
Fine. I mean, if you want, we can go the 49ers 55-10 victory over the Broncos in
But
1990.
I'm
We can
just
go
saying,
the
you're
Dallas
all Mr.
Cowboys
Offense,
putting
and
up
then you give my
52.
list.
So we can put 52 up on the Bills in 1993. We put that on the list. If you want the Niners putting up 49 on the Chargers, we can go that route. But
you get my list, and that's the one you change?
yeah, because only
The
because of
defensive struggle between the Giants and the Patriots when the Patriots had one of the
it
best
was more.
offenses
It was
in the
more
history
than
of
that.
football?
It was more than that, though. It was just the fact that the Patriots were unbeatable, and that the Giants somehow. I mean, what were the Giants? What was the seed? What were the Giants in the playoffs that year? What was their seed?
I don't even remember. I
That
don't think
team.
they won their division.
No, like that team wasn't great. They were a mediocre Giants team that got into the playoffs and got hot and beat probably. I mean, if the Patriots win that Super Bowl, they're probably the greatest team of all time. Probably the
Yeah, I
greatest team of all
mean,
time. So
yeah, the Dolphins got to pop champagne at the end of the Super Bowl.
they did. But just the catch, like everything around that game of what
But
what it
you're
all
gonna
meant.
pick that over Brady coming back from 28-3 and winning in overtime?
Yeah, yeah,
You're gonna pick that over Kevin Dyson stretching out at the 1-yard line and getting tackled?
yeah, yep.
I could see that over the Malcolm Butler game, I guess. I don't think I could move it higher than 3.
I'm putting it at 1. That's to me is 1.
Well,
For
obviously,
David Tyree just
you love
bubble gum
defensive
stuck the
showdown.
ball to his helmet. He just stuck the ball to his helmet.
It's a good thing because if he didn't do that, they would scored even less points. And
It
then you
was
would have loved it
amazing.
even more. It would have been your all-time favorite, Mr. Defense.
I don't. It was just amazing.
Mr. Defense. Do you want to talk a little Super Bowl commercials? You want to do that at the end, or?
Yeah, we can stay on the Super Bowl. We can run through some commercials.
Well, first off, I just want to say, can we bring back the Bud Bowl?
You love the beer bottles playing some football?
Like, why did it ever go away?
I don't know.
Why did it ever go away? For 8 straight years, from 1989 to 1997, we hyped up the Bud Bowl. All leading up, and then they actually had the bottles play the games during the Super Bowl. As a kid, I'm watching beer bottles play football against each other, and I thought this was the coolest thing ever.
Guess they got replaced by puppies.
I mean, it was legit. Like, they even had, like, beer bottles wearing headsets, like, calling the game. Beer bottles in the crowd, like, celebrating with touchdowns.
Yeah, I remember that. I actually do remember that. Yeah.
So how did you look at the record of Bud versus Bud Light in those 8 years?
You sent it to me. Budweiser I saw came out on top with the most victories.
Yeah, they pretty much dominated the series, and maybe that's why it's over. Bud Light just couldn't handle it. But Budweiser won the all-time series 6-2.
Oof.
In 89, they won 27-24. 90, they won 36-34. And then Bud Light got off the snide, won 23-21. And then Budweiser won the next 2. Bud Light won 1, and then Budweiser won the final 2.
Yeah.
They were all close games. The biggest margin of victory was 3 points. So Bud Light couldn't come in clutch.
You want to go through your rankings of the Bud Bowls and which Bud Bowls are the top 5?
I'd have to rewatch. Maybe that's something we can do next year. But let's bring it back.
I'd be fine with it. I'd watch that over the Puppy Bowl probably.
But the Puppy Bowl's not during the game. You could watch that leading up.
Yeah.
You watch the Puppy Bowl all day leading up to it. And you watch, Beans grab the stuffed rabbit and just run all the way down the side. Touchdown Beans, let's go. The little beagle.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I love the Puppy Bowl. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I mean, I can't sit there and watch it for the whole time, but turn it on for 10 minutes.
Watched it 1 year maybe.
It's good stuff.
Right.
What other Super Bowl commercials do you remember?
Dude, Budweiser always has the classics.
I mean, we could just do Budweiser commercials, and that would be a segment.
I mean, the genius behind the Bud, like the frogs. Everybody remembers the frogs.
Budweiser.
Awesome. But I mean, the one that stands out in my mind, and I'm pretty sure will probably make a lot of people's list, is the Wazza.
What's that? I mean, people did that for years after it.
It's unbelievable.
Like,
Hold on. Be like, hold on, Jimmy's calling. What's that?
how many people did that? Like, in their everyday life for the next 2 or 3 years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
And
everybody.
especially, like, the 2 or 3 weeks after that,
Yes.
you get a call from your buddy. What's that?
It's so good. It's so good. I mean, to me, that's an all-time classic, probably in the top 1 or 2 or 3 of all time. And then you have the frogs, you got the what's up, and then you just have the classic, the Clydesdales. You get the Clydesdales
Yeah.
out there playing some football. You know, the Budweiser Clydesdales,
Yeah.
always a classic, always a Super Bowl favorite. So Budweiser, probably the king of beers. They're probably the king of Super Bowl commercials.
There's one other Budweiser commercial that I remember
Mhm.
that where he was getting ready to give dude fist bump,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Nope," and then they're doing slaps. Do you remember that one?
I don't, it's not coming to
So,
mind.
like, we're not doing fist bumps, we just slap each other. So then
Slapping.
they just walk around just slapping everybody, and at the end of it, like, the boss tells the guy that he did a great job, and he just slaps the hell out of him.
Okay.
That was a good one.
That's a good, okay. I can get behind that.
The Betty White Snickers commercial
Yeah. Yeah.
where she just gets trucked,
Trucked. Yeah.
um, that was a great one.
I feel like I know what your top one will be.
What?
It's got one of your favorite athletes of all time in it.
What?
The Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, McDonald's commercial where they're
Um,
playing horse across basically the world, off of buildings, off of
was
whatever they're throwing it off of, and then nothing but net.
Did that premiere during the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the greatest commercials ever
1993.
made.
It's a 1993 Super Bowl commercial.
One of the greatest commercials ever made.
McDonald's.
Uh, do you remember Terry Tate, the Office linebacker?
What year was that?
I don't know the year, but he was just in the office just yelling at everybody and tackle them. It's a good commercial. That was for Reebok.
Okay.
So it had to be early 90s, late 80s.
I mean, Doritos has always had a couple good ones in there. And then Wendy's, in 1984, Wendy's had the "Where's the beef?" with the old people
I don't
looking at the
remember that one.
looking at the burgers and be like, "Where's the beef?"
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember "Where's the beef"?
I don't remember that one. Where's the
I
beef?
mean, I wasn't
No.
even born yet, but I remember like that being played,
Yeah.
almost every Super Bowl because of how good that commercial was.
So
"Where's the beef?"
I don't remember where's the beef,
Go back and watch that one. You will crack up. It's old
but
people.
yeah. So we'll see what the best commercials are this year. I don't think they're bringing back the Bud Bowl because there hasn't been any commercials promoting it. Uh, but yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to get more excited for the Super Bowl.
I mean, it's the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna tune in. Hope it's a good game. Um, a little bit of controversy going on with the halftime show. To me, I don't care. I just don't really know any Bad Bunny songs, so I don't.
Well,
I mean, I
what's
don't.
the controversy?
What?
There's a controversy?
I mean, people are talking about it, isn't it? Like does he sing in English? I mean, it's what people are saying. Like they can't watch it because they don't understand. Hey, they don't know. He's not. People that don't know him well enough, and then apparently, I guess he sings a lot of his songs in Spanish.
Yeah, I think he's worldwide the second most popular artist in the world, next to Taylor Swift.
Do you know a
Uh,
Bad Bunny? Can you name me a Bad
I
Bunny?
do not. I do
Okay,
not. I do not.
okay. I
And
think that's where the controversy comes in. Is he is maybe I don't know. Like in the world,
I
sure,
think his songs are primarily in Spanish.
but
Uh,
I
we
just don't. I don't think that I would be able to enjoy it because I don't know the songs and I
Yeah,
don't know Spanish.
I'm definitely enjoyed last year's more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, and we talked about this before we got on, and I think both of our favorites with Super Bowl
it's
halftimes was when our Bengals played, and it
it's
was
not even close.
50 and Dre and Eminem, and
It's not even close.
I mean that was a fantastic show. It was so good that our own kicker didn't even leave the sideline.
Yeah, yeah,
He stayed out and watched the halftime show,
yes,
and
but
then got in
no,
trouble for it.
to me, that one will never be topped. I mean, I kinda remembered Michael Jackson in '93. I was little, but Michael Jackson performing at halftime is iconic. You said what, Prince? What year was
Prince,
that?
yeah, Prince was '07. He had a great halftime show. I do remember that one. We had
Yeah.
the controversy with the Janet Jackson
Yes.
and
Justin
Justin
Timberlake.
Timberlake. Yeah, the Timberlake one. Man, everybody talks about that. That one will never be forgotten for said reason. But yeah, I don't know. Lady Gaga recently, I remember her. She had a good performance, and that was back in 2017.
Yeah. I don't know. That to me, I really don't care that much about the halftime shows unless it's Eminem and Dr.
I
Dre.
thought Kendrick put on a
Like,
good one last year.
Kendrick, I did enjoy that one.
Yeah,
But for the most part, like, I don't know,
I don't
it's
know. It's a time to get up and reload on food and
snacks.
beverages.
Yeah, get you a beer.
Yeah, yeah,
Get you a beer. But yeah, no, I did like last year's. But you want to talk a little hoops?
yeah. We saw some hoops. We're in the thick of things here in college basketball.
One of the biggest upset of the weekend was Texas Tech going down to UCF. Um, UCF is surprisingly having a pretty good year. Johnny Dawkins was kind of on the hot seat entering the season, um, but they've beat Texas Tech the last couple times. They also beat Kansas earlier this year.
I mean, yeah, they're
Uh,
they're sitting there at 17-4 overall, 6 and
yeah,
3 in the conference. I mean, yeah, they're putting together quite a good season.
they got to rush the court twice. They rushed the court. The referees put point two back on the clock when even though they were up like
8?
8 points,
8. Put
and then they rushed
oh
the floor
god.
again.
Oh, twice.
Um,
Double the fun, I guess. Double the pleasure, double the fun.
but John Themis Folks had 21 and 7 assists, and John Bull had a career high 14 in the win. And UCF, like I said, Johnny Dawkins was kind of on the hot seat, but looks like they're in really good shape, especially with that win on Saturday, to make the big dance.
Yeah, nope, they're on track.
They get number 10 Houston on Wednesday, so they really be in if they can figure out a way to win that one at
Yeah,
Houston.
yeah.
The game that I was excited about was number 14 Kansas hosting number 13 BYU. This is a game which featured what is expected to be the number one overall draft pick in Darren Peterson and the number two pick in AJ Devonsa. Peterson had a fantastic first half as the Jayhawks went up by 20 points.
Yeah.
Peterson had 18 points in the first half, but then
Then he finished with 18.
he finished with 18 because he did not play in the second half, battling what they said was cramps.
I mean, it's
They
kinda been his thing all year, like, he plays, and then he gets taken out, or he takes himself out, or whatever happens, and he just doesn't play a lot down the stretch. It's kinda
yeah,
weird. I don't know.
here's we watched that game and you're trying to figure out what's going on, like what's this injury? Normally when a guy's got a cramp, which is what he said was going on,
Stretch it out,
you
eat a
see a
banana.
trainer with them
Yeah,
trying to stretch it
get some
out.
potassium in you, get some
You see him
Gatorade,
eating a banana, you see him chugging water.
get Gatorade, yeah, yeah,
I didn't see any of that on
yeah.
Saturday. I
Huh,
saw I saw a guy who looked like he was not even dressed.
hmm. Well,
And
there's something else going on, I don't know, yeah, I don't
it's just it's been odd all year. And
it has been odd, I would agree with that.
you watch that first half, and if the first pick is between Peterson and Devonsa, after watching that first half, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
He completely outplayed AJ Devonsa.
yeah,
But at what point do these injuries play a role in the fact that I don't want to draft this dude at number one? He showed out, put up 18, watched his team go up 20, and then he's sitting on the bench watching the lead get down to 4,
or yeah,
and he's just sitting there. Like, I don't look, I don't play D1. I would love to have been able to play any level of basketball, but if I'm hurt and I think there's anything I can do to help the team, I'm gonna try to do whatever I can to do that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know if you're getting that from him right now, and that matters to me as far as a draft pick.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless there's some part of the story that we don't know, and the injury is more serious than just a cramp. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's been
Everything that
odd. It's been odd. That's for sure. Yeah,
he's played in less than half of their games this year, and his numbers comparably minutes-wise and points-wise in the second half are like a roller coaster has gone straight down.
yeah.
I don't know,
Uh, yeah, it's a mystery to me.
but Bryson Tiller, Ken Griffey Jr., a freshman, had a really kind of a breakout game for the Jayhawks. Richie Saunders for BYU
33 points for Saunders.
was
Lights
basically
out.
shot the
Lights out.
Cougars back into the game. He also had 10 rebounds, and like I said, they got this down to 4,
It's
and
two games in a row where they've just been getting their tails kicked, and they finally wake up and bring it all the way back. I mean, they just did it Monday night against Arizona at
yeah,
home when they were down big, and came back and ended up tying that game in the second half.
that one was a
It was
little
lost.
more fluky because it was all within, like, the last minute and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah,
This one was a little more gradual, but no, but they BYU's gotta figure out a way to win these games. I think they're a really good team, and I think they will compete to get to a Sweet 16, Elite 8. I don't
yeah,
know if they're a Final Four team, but they really don't have that signature win yet,
yeah,
and they had 2 opportunities to get it last week, and were not able to do it.
yeah.
And, DeBonta did not have his best game, but, Richie Saunders, he put himself I think he already was in the conversation, but there could be a chance that BYU gets 2 All-Americans because that dude can ball.
Yes.
Um, Kentucky, after getting completely waxed at Vanderbilt
Yep.
on Tuesday night, they go to Arkansas and win by 8. Explain the Wildcats.
You can't. I was just gonna say this is a team that you just can't figure out. You know, like one game they look bad, and then the next game they come back and nobody's giving them a chance, and they win. Just like, when they lose to Missouri at home, and then all of a sudden they reel off 5 straight wins, and including the win at Tennessee against a ranked Tennessee team, and then you get, like you said, you go on the road and you get absolutely destroyed by Vanderbilt, and then you got to go on the road again a couple days later to Arkansas, a real tough place to play against a really good Arkansas team, and you led almost start to finish. I mean, it
Yeah,
took what 4 technicals for Arkansas to get back in the game,
yeah.
uh, and then you still were able to hold them off.
Well, for once,
Just
they actually built a lead to start the game. They
yeah,
didn't start the game down 15
15,
to 20
right?
points,
Yeah,
which that helped their cause, but Calipari talked after the game, and I think there's a lot of truth in this. We saw this game last year where it was kind of the opposite.
it was the opposite.
Arkansas was a desperate team going into Rupp. Kentucky was playing pretty well at that moment, and Arkansas just kind of put it on them.
Mhm,
And this was the opposite. Otega Owe had a season high 24 to lead the Cats, but the big thing was they didn't get in a deficit. They got a lead early, and then when they go on a little drought, they're able to sustain it and figure out a way to win. But a big win for the Cats. I mean, like the fact that they had that performance against Vanderbilt and that performance against Arkansas, just what 4 days apart.
mhm.
I don't even know how it makes sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, they played well. I mean, it was a very well-balanced game, by the Cats. You said Owe had 24,
Yeah,
but, like, 4 of the 5 starters were in double figures. Trent Noah off the bench had 9, and was it Jelovich or something? I don't know.
Jelovich,
Yeah, he had
Jelovich.
7. I mean, he was the only starter that wasn't in double figures, but he only played 13 minutes and had 7 points. Everybody that played scored. So it was balanced game from the Cats. Owe, who was the preseason SEC Player of the
Uh-huh.
Year, struggled in the beginning of the season. He's now come on to look like the guy that they expected him to look like the whole season. So I don't know. It's hard to figure out when you look so bad one game and you just bounce back and get that kind of effort and get the win. On the road at Arkansas. Like it's
I'll be honest. If
trying to
I'm
figure them
coaching
out.
that
I can't
team,
figure them out. It's
if
hard to
I'm
figure
coaching that team, yeah, I'm gonna be glad that we came to play at Arkansas, but it's gonna piss me off even more about like
because
what
the
was
potential.
Tuesday? What
Because
was Tuesday?
Yeah, because you know the potential of your team that they're capable of having these kind of games, putting up 85 points and winning against quality competition. So it's like you come to expect that game in and game out. So I mean, who do they have next? Let's see. They've got Oklahoma at home
which
on
they've lost
Wednesday.
like 8 in a row.
Yeah, so it's like you Oklahoma's 11-11. This is a team that in Rupp Arena handle your business. So
Yeah.
let's see if they come out and handle their business like they're supposed to.
And the Cards, after getting beat by 30 at Duke, kinda struggled in the first half, but pulled away there in the second half against SMU. Um,
Yeah,
really, Mikel Brown came off the bench for the first time, led the way with 20 points.
yeah, they got off to a slow start, a lot of turnovers early. They did not shoot the ball well. I mean, they ended up 10 of 35 from 3, but at one point they were 5 of 25. I mean, they Louisville did not shoot the ball well. Down the stretch, the second half they kind of did. McNeely got hot. He ended up popping in 4 threes for the game, but once they got it together, they stopped turning the ball over in the first half, and they put together a really, really, really nice second half. Um, and if they play like they did in the second half, they're gonna be tough to beat. But if you play like you did in the first half, you're gonna have some problems. So
Well, yeah, I think if they shoot 29% from 3, I mean, if they're playing a really good team, they're gonna have a hard time winning, they're gonna have to shoot a little better than that.
yeah, but
Um,
Kenai Roos coming back from the first time in several weeks, off of his illness with a double double. I mean, he was the key to getting us back in it. He was the energy guy. The first half, he had that putback dunk when we were down and trying to mount a little bit of a comeback, and he hits that putback dunk, gets the energy flowing, gets the crowd on their feet. He had several key plays, got a bunch of big rebounds,
yeah.
couple good baskets. So having Roos back and having the team at full strength now with Brown playing, and you know, we'll see what they can do now that everybody's here and everybody's healthy.
No, I think Kanai, is a big he's gonna be a big reason why this team has success.
Yeah,
And you just saw how much you missed him over the last several weeks, and it's good for him to be back in the lineup. Boopy Miller, dude, I was impressed with him.
I mean
Dude can play.
he showed what he
He
could
ended
do
up
last year. I mean he had a
yeah,
great season last year
yeah,
for SMU, and coming into this year, he was one of the best guards in the conference, and
yeah,
yeah, I mean that dude, he can flat out score. He's just a
yeah.
flat out scorer, and I mean they've got a good team. SMU's a tournament team right now. If the season ended, I think they would be in. They've got the 7'2" you could Turkaloo or whatever. I don't know how you pronounce that
Yeah,
last name, but I mean that dude is a skilled 7'2" big man. I mean he shot 7 of 8, but there was no stopping him. I mean he was a force. He's a
yeah.
big monster in there. They can put the ball in the basket, and I mean that they're a good team. I mean I expect them to keep rolling, and they're 15-6 on the year, but I think they'll be right in the mix at the end of it.
And we know how much SMU is investing in their athletic programs too. So,
Yeah.
um, but Nebraska came into the week undefeated, loses by 2 they're without their second and third leading scorer. Um, Both Frager and Mast were out in that game. They returned against Illinois on Sunday. Really, the only really good men's game. The Sunday slate was full of really good women's games,
Yeah.
but this was really the only standout men's
Eh,
game. But
we had a Florida Alabama game yesterday.
yeah,
They're
you're
2
right. You're
teams,
right.
but
Uh, but Illinois, dude,
they're good.
Keaton Wagler,
Yeah, well, how about that guy?
28 points,
Yeah.
5 rebounds, 5 assists. We talked about him before, like, coming into the season as, like, the 250 somethingth recruit. This dude's looking like a lottery pick now.
I mean, he is
Um,
balling out.
and they've got a bunch of foreign guys around him that can play too. This
Yeah.
Illinois team is now tied with Michigan for the top of the Big Ten with the 10-1 record, and they're impressive. Because I thought Nebraska once again played pretty well. I thought they played even though they were down a couple guys, I thought they played better against Michigan, but it still wasn't like they played a terrible game on Sunday and just
Uh,
weren't able to beat the Illini.
no, in Illinois, I mean, Illinois, what do they have? One conference loss, and I think it was to Nebraska at home. So
Mhm.
little bit of a revenge game for them, getting that victory in Lincoln. So no, Illinois is playing great ball, like you said. Wagler's absolutely playing on another level right now. Just another freshman that just takes over games, and so
Yeah.
um, but yeah, no, they look good. they look like they could be a Final Four team. Both these teams could be Final Four teams. So
Yeah. Arizona remains undefeated. They beat Arizona State, and I think this is the countdown to the end of Bobby Hurley's tenure there. Michigan beats Michigan State on Friday.
that was a good game. We watched that
Yeah.
at Big Dog's house.
So Miami, Ohio, we got to mention them because they remain the other undefeated team with a. We talked about their close win over UMass earlier in the week, but they really after it was close early, but they ended up pulling away, won by 24
Yeah,
against Northern Illinois. Um, and right now we got Kansas at Texas Tech, which is the big Monday game. So
yeah. 3 point
we'll have,
game, almost a halftime. 3 point game. Kansas looks like they're on top.
but we have entered February, which means we are 1 month away from March Madness, and we can't quit talking basketball without giving Jeff Walls and his Louisville Cardinals a shout out.
Yeah.
Went out west,
Yep.
got wins over Stanford and Cal, which I know they're both middle of the pack ACC teams, but anytime you go out west and you're there from Tuesday to
Oh yeah.
Sunday and you
Yes.
get 2 dubs,
Yes. It's not
and
easy to do.
I, I thought they played really well on Thursday from talking to Nick Curran, the
Yeah.
voice of the Cards. I don't think coach really thought they played as well as maybe I did with my eye.
I,
Uh,
I'm with you. I
but
thought they played in my
yeah,
eye. They played better than
yes.
I think that he led
Right,
on. I
right.
thought they struggled for them a little bit. The first half yesterday against
Yeah.
Cal, I watched that game. They did struggle. They didn't play their best yesterday, but when you don't play your best and you still are up 17 late in the fourth and end up winning by what they win by 12, 12 or
Yeah.
14.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you
It
don't
is
play your best
pretty
and
cool.
you're still winning by 14, 12, 14 points. I mean,
Oh,
you'll take that any day. And then
and
they
let me
were
just
they were
say,
ready to come home. Like, you've been out like you
well,
said,
you've been there since Tuesday.
you've been out
Like
there for a while. Like it's like let's get home.
th that the Sunday game is the one that worries you. It's kind of a trap game.
Yeah.
Everybody's ready to come home. You've been there all week. You're playing a team that's middle of the pack in the ACC
They,
that's got some kids that can get hot. In
and
the
they
beginning of the second half, it kinda looked like they might be getting some kids that were getting hot.
yeah.
You're like, "Eh, this kinda looks like one," but then what Taj hit that 1-3, they hit 3 threes in a row,
Yeah,
really kinda pulled away, and
Tosh had a
did
great
that
game.
pass from Elif to Ziegler from the
Yeah.
baseline, like,
Yes.
who ever thought that we would see that last year?
It's awesome.
Like,
The
what in
growth,
the
just
world?
the growth of these girls from the ones that were here last year to what they've grown into this year, and we're talking Elif and we're talking Amari Berry and
Yes,
McKinley Randolph and Taj is doing what Taj does. She was great last year. She's great again this year. So just the growth of some of these girls from just what they were last year to where they are now. It's just been absolutely unbelievable.
but they host undefeated Duke
Yeah.
on Thursday. This is the first time in program history that they've won 11. They started ACC play 11-0,
No.
which
Yeah.
look at some of the teams they've had over the last couple of years. This is the
Yeah.
first time they've got to 11-0 in ACC play. They've won 10 games every year in the ACC over the last since they've been in the league. Uh, just tremendous consistency on the Cards' part, and
No.
$7 tickets on Thursday.
$7 tickets on Thursday. It's one of the biggest women's basketball home games that in a while, just for the
Yeah,
meaning of it all. I mean, yeah, we played South Carolina earlier this year and we play Kentucky every 2 years. And those are big games, but you're 11-0 in conference. You're 21-3 overall. You're top. What are you now? You're up to sixth in the polls, which is probably going to put you at a 2 seed right now in the tournament. So, you keep this thing rolling. You win on Thursday. You're in the driver's seat to win the conference. You're in the driver's seat to get that number 1 seed in the conference tournament. And, if you go on and win all that, you're looking at a guaranteed 2 seed, potentially a 1 seed. And you're hosting at the Yum Center, and you're in the driver's seat to hopefully do some big things in March. So this game Thursday is huge, absolutely huge. Hope we get a good crowd out there. Need a good crowd. These girls deserve it. I mean, they've been playing their tails off. It's good quality basketball. So anybody that's listening that's in the Louisville area or the surrounding areas, get your ass down to the Yum Center.
do it. Let's get 10,000 out there.
Yeah, they deserve it.
But no, it's been so fun to watch them just continue to get better throughout the year, and their depth is
They
they're
deserve
averaging like 36 points a game
it.
off the
Yeah,
bench.
Yeah, the
which
depth
is
is
second in
the
the
depth is
country.
unbelievable. Yes.
Yeah, so but yeah, get out there on Thursday, cheer on the Cards, boo Kara Lawson. Let's go.
Nothing need to do all that. We are respectable fans here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Uh, we talked about it's February,
Yeah.
which means March is coming up,
Yeah.
but it's actually February 2,
Okay.
which means it's everybody's favorite day, Groundhog's Day.
Groundhog Day.
So I was looking it up. I was like, what where did this even start? Like,
Okay.
why did we want to have a groundhog come out of the ground, see if he's going to see a shadow or not, and that determine how much longer winter's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So February marks the halfway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox.
Yes.
The pagans used to celebrate this time with the Festival of Light. If the goddess Kalich wanted a long winter, the day would be bright. If not, it would be dreary.
Okay.
So that kind of plays into it.
Yeah.
The next adaptation was called Candlemas, a Christian tradition where the clergy would take their candles to the church to be blessed, and it continued to evolve over the years. Germans adapted it further, selecting a hedgehog as the predictor instead. Finally, the pastime made its way to America in 1886, thanks to the German settlers who found their way to, guess where?
Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. But there was a problem. There was no hedgehogs in Punxsutawney.
Yep.
So they decided to use a groundhog.
And I saw that.
And here we are.
Well, the first prediction, 1886 was the first Groundhog's Day, but 1887 was the first groundhog prediction, is what I saw.
Okay.
100 overall since 1887. This little rodent that is quickly becoming on everybody's shit list. 109 winter predictions. 109 to 20 early springs. Only 20 early springs.
109 to 20?
Yes. 109, 6 more weeks of winter predictions from this guy, and 20 early springs. So nobody likes this guy. I mean, he's probably, now we're on what? Phil number 70? I don't know what version of Phil we're on.
In the actual record book, he's like 130 years old.
Okay. So nobody likes
never
this
died.
guy.
It's the same guy.
5 of the last 6, he's predicted more winter. Like I said, 109 to 20. But the good news, his accuracy is between 35 to 39%.
Well,
so he's usually wrong. So he is usually wrong. Hopefully he's wrong again this year because I'm tired.
He's always wrong.
I'm tired of this cold weather and the snow. So
he's always wrong.
Nobody likes him. He
he sees a shadow every year. He never doesn't see 20 times in the history.
20 times. Since 18, what did we say, 1887?
Yeah. Do you know that there's competition and other groundhogs that do this too?
Nobody pays attention to them.
Do you know that this is true?
No, I just know of Punxsutawney.
So the movie Groundhog's Day was filmed in Woodstock, Ohio.
Okay.
So they were like, we need a groundhog. So they went out and got Woodstock Willie.
Woodstock Willie. Okay.
And he's been, when was that movie? That was in the 80s, maybe?
Yeah, Bill Murray with the,
So he's been doing this since the 80s. We also have, like, Staten Island Chuck. We have Gertie the Groundhog.
Why have I not heard of any of these?
Gertie the Groundhog is Peoria, Illinois. And then there's like Wisconsin has Jimmy the Groundhog. West Virginia has French Creek Freddy. Ohio has a Buckeye Chuck.
Buckeye Chuck.
And Staten Island also has a Chuck.
Buckeye Chuck?
But I had no idea there were these other stupid groundhogs that were doing the same damn thing.
It's all stupid. It's stupid. I mean, Punxsutawney, he's the one. He's the one everybody sees, the one everybody listens to. Nobody likes him, as I said. You know, like we should just somebody just pull him out of his hole, cook him up. Let's have a feast. And let's just move on, be in over with this.
I don't want Peter on our ass. That's not what we want to do.
Throw him in the crock pot.
Dude, in the last 20 years, Punxsutawney Phil, you had him at what percent?
Like accuracy?
Yeah.
He's between 35 to 39%.
Yeah, 35% accuracy over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Staten Island Chuck,
Uh-huh.
who resides out of Staten Island Zoo,
Yeah.
85% accuracy
85% for Staten
since
Island.
2006. So can we just tell Phil to retire?
He needs to retire.
And, Gertie the Groundhog has a 65% accuracy.
So hold on.
And Woodstock Willie has a 60%
So
accuracy.
Staten Island, Woody, what's his name? Staten Island who?
Yep. Staten Island Chuck.
Staten Island Chuck, 80-something percent.
Staten
Why are
Island
you
Chuck.
not listening to Staten Island Chuck?
I don't know. I didn't even know it existed until today.
Well, what did he predict today?
I've got all 4 of them for you.
I want the 80% accuracy.
Well, I'm going to give you them all because I've got it here.
Okay.
As we said, Punxsutawney Phil, 6 more weeks of winter. Get the hell out of here. Never do this again. You are the worst groundhog in the history, and somehow you are the most famous one.
He's an idiot is what he is.
How come? Is there anything comparable to this?
No,
like somebody who's terrible and is
why
famous.
are we listening to this little rodent that's 35% accurate? Like, go away.
Also, you're not 130 years old. It's like, do you remember King of Queens where Kevin James's parents kept telling him that his dog is still alive for like 40 years and they kept replacing him? It's like the same thing. It's the same damn thing.
It is the same thing.
Gertie, who's the next worst? Or Woodstock Willie, 60%. Woodstock Willie, early spring.
Okay.
And then Gertie the Groundhog, 65% accuracy. Gertie, she said 6 more weeks.
Oh.
And then the real predictor, Groundhog, Staten Island Chuck.
Staten Island Chuck.
The official Groundhog predictor
Yeah.
of the Height Differential podcast.
Okay.
6 more weeks of winter.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
I got some bad news.
Oh. I don't like groundhogs. Fuck. Stupid groundhogs.
Staten Island Chuck, man. Do you know how pumped I would have been if I found out he had an 80% accuracy and he's coming in with early spring?
Yeah, I'd be getting the golf clubs ready to go. I'd be throwing them in the trunk.
A poster up of Staten Island Chuck in my bedroom.
If he said early spring, yeah, I'd be dusting the golf clubs off, getting ready, shining the shoes, getting some practice swings in, and we'd be out there playing here in about 2 to 3 weeks.
He'd be hanging out with the round mound of acorn. Staten Island Chuck and the round mound of acorn in the fat squirrel competition.
Oh, it's never going to get warm. We're in an ice age right now. Like, are we in the midst of an ice age?
Bro, it snowed and iced like 10 days ago.
Did you see?
And it won't go away.
Well, did you see the hockey game last night down in Florida?
No, it was like 30 degrees though.
Yeah, they had to heat the ice. They weren't expecting it to be that cold. They had to heat up the ice in Florida.
In Florida.
Yeah, in Florida. We're in the midst of an ice age. Like, woolly mammoths are going to start roaming the earth again, and aren't we supposed to be cloning those beasts?
So we've reverted. The climate change has reverted.
Yeah,
we're now going cold. Just like this.
Yeah, we had.
So we've done such a good job. We've done such a good job with the recycling and these electric cars that we've gone backwards.
We did too much. You got to go back. All right, everybody start polluting again.
Yes. Get your bad mufflers and just run them.
Just start taking off the catalytic converters and let's just start polluting the air so we can get some ozone back through here. We can get some heat this thing up.
The good news is if you're in the south end of Louisville, you can just walk over to the boat because you can just walk across the ice. You might be able to drive your car across it.
I would not recommend that, but if you want to try it, whatever.
But will this stuff melt? I'm sick of it.
No, it's supposed to snow again tomorrow night, I heard. This is just ridiculous.
And, dude, the snow was Saturday, Sunday last week. I worked from home all week last week. Friday, I'm like, dude, I'm stir crazy. I'm gonna try to go to lunch. Driveway just full of snow. I'm like, I've never had trouble with this. I got this. Get halfway down my driveway.
Bro,
There's no way.
you have a
There's no
flat
way.
driveway.
Huh?
You have a flat driveway and an SUV. What
Bro,
are you doing?
it's a fake two-wheel drive SUV.
The
The GMC Terrain is not for all terrains.
It's just for
But dude, that thing would not move at all.
Oh god.
Yeah, I got stuck. And I'm just glad I didn't go so far down the driveway where my back of my car was sticking out of the street, because the situation I was in, I tried to move it for like 5 minutes, and then I'm just like, all right, this is where the car lives until somebody comes to help. And I just went in the house.
Maybe the next time those South End kids ring your doorbell, you'll answer.
Yeah, I need to. Some of the driveways look really clean. Now, Hartford, my brother-in-law came over and they had like the gas engine snowblower, and that thing is shooting snow up 40 feet in the air.
That's what you need.
It's
good to have
still
a
wouldn't get to the
brother-in-law.
bottom
It's good to have a
because
brother-in-law.
there's so much ice. But also, I'm done with the ice. I'm done with the code.
Yeah. And especially if you got kids. I mean, it stopped snowing last Saturday, right? Saturday was the snow. Maybe
It
early
snowed all day
Sunday.
Sunday. It snowed Sunday.
So
Yeah.
that's what are we at? Day 8 since then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they're still on 2-hour delays at school. 8
Well,
days.
have you
8
seen some of these back
days.
roads? Have you seen some of these back roads?
Back in our day, we didn't have 8 days of snow days for 5 inches. Not for 5 inches of snow.
No.
Get your butts kids, go to school. Your parents need a break. Go to school.
And dude, I was around my nieces and nephews last night. You can tell. You can tell when they ain't been in school for a week, because they're different.
They're crazy.
They're different.
Yeah. I'm sure your
They're
sisters
different.
I'm sure your sisters would agree. Get your
Yes.
butts in school, kids.
Yes. But at least they went today. And
They
tomorrow
did.
we're on regular schedule.
Yep, until we get another, inch of snow, and we'll be shut down for another week.
Also, can we make the day after the Super Bowl a holiday or what?
Can we play the Super Bowl on a Saturday?
Or do that.
Yes.
Or do that.
Mhm.
But football belongs on Sundays, does it not?
I guess.
I mean, kind of does.
I'd rather just the Super Bowl be a Saturday. I'd rather the college football championship be on a Saturday too.
That would be
But-
tight. But for some reason, the NCAA loves doing their championships on Monday night.
Yeah. Over.
But
Which Super Bowl plans?
I don't know yet. Eliana, my niece, was like, "Are you having people over for the Super Bowl?" And I was like, "I don't know. Do you want me to?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. We can talk about it." But yeah, I don't know. I'm not crazy excited about it.
Yeah.
I am excited that the Chiefs aren't in it.
Yeah. But the Chiefs just got replaced by the Patriots, who we just had
Who
a
also
whole
hate
decade,
it.
a whole decade of them being pushed down our throat. So just give me somebody. Just let the Bengals go back.
They gotta. This is why I keep giving the Patriots all the props for making all the moves on defense and free agency.
Yeah.
Because there's a blueprint. There's a blueprint. Follow it.
I saw the
Follow
NFL cap is going up. So the Bengals now have
They
more
got
cap
plenty of
space.
room.
Bengals
Plenty
even
of
have
room.
more cap space than we thought. Just got to
Yeah.
spend it. Just got to spend it.
And dude, tag Trey and trade him. Get a 3rd round pick.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's all, but they won't do it. They won't do it.
No, they won't.
They will not do it.
No.
Oh. I hope they do it. I need a new shirt, man.
Well, you could have got one in 2021. I'm sure you got a couple of them over there.
I told you. Did you get your IU stuff yet? Because I told you, you get your stuff, you buy what you want right away, so you make sure you don't get it, because once it's gone, they don't put it back. And then, like, a couple months later, when it's on sale, then you grab the rest of it. Did you get something?
I still have not. No.
You're an idiot. You're one of the stupidest people alive.
All right, that's my goal tomorrow. I'm getting on there tomorrow.
It's all gonna be gone. Like,
It's gonna be gone.
the cool stuff is gonna be gone,
There's plenty of cool
and
stuff.
you're gonna cry.
It
You're
ain't
gonna cry.
gonna be gone.
Like when the Braves won the World Series, dude, I got the sweetest toboggan ever. And if I wouldn't have bought it the night they won, I wouldn't have got it because that thing was never to be found again. I wear that thing half the time during the winter because it's comfortable. It keeps your ears warm. It says World Series champs.
I think
Don't let that
Adidas.
opportunity slide.
I think Adidas will keep their stuff in stock.
Well, good luck on that. I'm glad you believe that because
I'll let you know tomorrow what I get. I'm ordering stuff tomorrow.
but I want Staten Island Chuck to be the official groundhog by 2027.
I would agree with that.
So what do we have to do?
I don't know, but he's already the official groundhog of the Height Differential podcast.
100%. But that's just the start.
Yeah.
I want him to be the official groundhog of the United States of America.
Well, we got to go on a campaign trail. We got to put a campaign. We got to get.
Shaquille O'Neal had a better free throw percentage than this damn groundhog does at picking the winners length. Like what the hell? 35.
Get rid of him.
Retire, bro. All right, so I don't know if we got to make signs or whatever we got to do, but Staten Island Chuck, that's our guy.
I'm behind him.
That's our guy.
Well, we got to hit the campaign trail here in a couple months. Get him.
We will
get him elected.
But for everybody who tuned in for our first live, we appreciate you. A quick reminder: subscribe to the Height Differential wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you like what you heard or you didn't like it or whatever, make sure you give us a rating. It helps people find it. And follow us on social media because we chop this thing up and we put it in the shorts so you can watch it at your leisure. Anything else?
Nope. Looking forward to Super Bowl.
And your official prediction is 24-20?
24-20 Seahawks.
And I'm going to go 24-14 be my official prediction.
Okay.
But take the Seahawks, take the under.
I think the Seahawks get up by 2 scores. Patriots score in the 4th. Seahawks hold on.
And look, if the Patriots get some turnovers, then this could be a totally different game. If they don't get 2 turnovers, I don't think the Patriots have a chance.
I would agree. But
for the 6'6" Neil, I am the 4'10" Nick. We do this every single week. You have been listening to the Height Differential, and we will talk to you next week.
Give it to me.
Wendy's, 1984, Wendy's had the "Where's the beef?" with the old people looking at the burgers and be like, "Where's the beef?"